Hey guys, Majeffries here, and welcome back to the $1 million prison. And I have to be honest, you can see from the fact that we have firemen on site, we have just had an absolutely horrendous fire. You can see the damage that has been done. It's just obscene. I actually have no idea what started the fire. The first I saw of it was I was working in the workshop, and the game suddenly started getting really laggy. So I just went to look around a bit to see what was causing the lag, and found this. And I don't think this power station is helping. So I'm going to switch this off, which means plunging the prison into darkness as well, whilst we fix this. But as you can see, it's more than necessary. Another problem we had was the walls into the armory were burnt down, but I don't actually think any of our prisoners got in, which I suppose is good. What I'm doing now is trying to help the firemen put the fire out. Luckily I managed to sell some shares in the prison, got another £80,000 I think it was, dollars, in order to pay for both the fire service and the repair damage. Luckily, as you saw from the top there, the exporting is still going on, and in fact selling shares has also given us the money we need to buy more materials for that to carry on. So, you know, it swings and roundabouts, and it does give me a really good opportunity to rebuild this part of the prison, because I'm really not very happy with it, as I'm sure you guys know from when I first built it. I made it quite clear that I wasn't very happy with it. Wow, this fire is really difficult to put out. Really difficult. Just go away. Go away, fire. But we've lost a lot of cells because of this. Definitely lost a lot of cells because of this fire. I might leave the firemen to just deal with that themselves for a little bit. I think all of our prisoners are going to have to be moved to these holding cells, if they haven't been killed. I'm not actually sure what happens at this point. Like whether the guards know to move the prisoners to the holding cells, or whether the prisoners just stay in these cells. You can see here, there's some of these cells are actually still intact. So they're all going to have to be... What I'm going to do is de-room this entire block. Like that. And then I'm going to station guards in these two holding cells, because I think we're going to have a riot on our hands. I really do. I've no idea where these prisoners are actually going to be moving to. I've also no idea if this fire's been put out yet or not. I think it has. I think it might have been. Workmen are starting to move around, so maybe. Right, okay. The next thing I'm going to do is fix the wall. So all along the bottom here, and then all along the side up to here. That bit's okay. And then all the way down this side here, like that. This is going to turn into quite an expensive episode, I fear, because the next thing I'm going to do is gut this entire inside area. Everything here is going to go. Wow, that's expensive. 20,000 on concrete. That is expensive. I'm going to switch the power station back on, so I can at least power this for now, see what's going on. This is really bad. I can't believe I missed the fire. You'd think I'd have noticed it as I was walking or scrolling past, but apparently not. Apparently I just shot straight past it. Right, I think the fire is completely gone now. So we can get rid of our firefighters. Can always bring them back if we need to. Just, wow, that was really, really bad. And we're going to have a lot of prisoners now in these holding cells. You can see already they're clambering at the door. Whoa. Yeah, we need to get this block built as quick as possible. In fact, whilst that's going on, I think the smart thing to do would be to finish this block off. I'm amazed, I don't think anybody died in that. I think everybody got out. Which, you know, that's good. It's better than the riot that we had a couple of episodes ago. Much better than that. But I'm still very surprised that nobody died in that fire. Nobody in the prisoner area anyway. Maybe some staff got caught. But then it still come up saying dead bodies. So I don't know. Oh, balls. Abandon. D-room. I hate it when I get it this wrong. It's so frustrating. Redo. There. There. Come on. See how expensive this is as well. It's unbelievably expensive. And I can't keep affording to sell shares in my prison, so eventually I'm going to have to just stop building. Focus on repairs and get the workshop fully functioning. I'm very, very tempted to build a second workshop. There used to be a glitch slash bug in this game where if you had more than one workshop, neither of them would work properly. I'm hoping they've gotten rid of that, because if I build a new workshop, we can... Have I just put one in twice? I think it's only done it once, which is okay. What was I saying? How many is that? 10, 20, 30, 40, yes, 50 more cells. So that brings that number up to 220 something, which is more like it. Yeah, the bug. It used to make it so that you couldn't... what's the word I'm looking for? You could, like, neither workshop would function properly because prisoners would be flittering between the two. And you might have actually seen it when I tried to do 2 psychologists' offices up here, where the psychologists would keep going between one and the other and not actually do anything. I think that used to happen with workshops. I'm not sure if it does still. If it doesn't, then brilliant. I can build a new workshop. Where I'd build it, I've no idea. We've got this space down here, but I think it's a little too close to the perimeter walls. Mind you, we've got a new building opening up here, so you never know, might stick it in here instead. I just can't believe this fire. Really, really bad. I also can't believe the firefighters are going out a completely different way to the way they came in. So we've now got these hoses strewn everywhere because they seem to be going out the shortcut. Which begs the question, why didn't they come in that way and put the fire out quicker? Who knows? What I do know is, like I said, this entire building here is getting rebuilt, including this metal detector door here. Just everything is getting rebuilt. All the beds are being taken out. The bad side to it is these do get dumped. They don't get put into storage. But I think most of it was fire damaged anyway, so it's not such a bad thing. Alright, gonna have to allocate some new guards to these areas. I'm also going to try and get another one of these blocks finished. I totally miscounted, by the way. I was counting in tens. I should have been counting in fives. So we're getting nowhere near as many cells as we need to cope with all these prisoners. I'm hoping there'll be a flurry of prisoners. One prisoner is due to be released soon. Is that really it? One solitary prisoner. Oy. This is going to be a really stressful time for the prison. I mean, the riot was bad, don't get me wrong. But at least with rioting, it is just items like a shower head, for example, that gets damaged. What's happened now is an entire wing of the prison has had all its walls lost, all of its items have been damaged. There's not like a select one, like a prisoner would punch a bed or anything like that. A fire isn't selective, it just destroys everything. So you can see, even before the workmen get involved, look how many of these walls would have had to have been rebuilt. It's just stupidly crazy. So it's easier to just gut the entire building, and when I rebuild it, I'm going to have it very similar to this section here, but indoors. With a couple of exceptions, like here for example, where this door is, that's going to have to be changed. I might temporarily disconnect this servo. Do all these doors? Yeah, all these doors get taken out as well. This is just, it's catastrophic, and we're on a skeletal workforce now. We've only got 15 workmen. This is just outrageously bad. We haven't got anybody moving stuff to exports. It's just, oh man, it's unbelievably bad. I just hope no one died, that's all. I don't think I showed you this before, but I had the CEO call me up again because of the riot, saying that if 5 people died in the next 24 hours, I would face prosecution for, I can't remember what it was now, gross mispractice. It was something like that. And then 2 people died in the next day, so it wasn't 5, so I didn't get prosecuted. I got away with that, but still, it was annoying. My deliveries area is full, but I've got no workmen to move stuff about. This is bad. Just when I thought things were starting to get good again, this is bad. As you can see already, as soon as I start getting money back in, it all disappears again. I don't like the fact that only workmen can chop down trees. I think gardeners should be able to do it as well. Obviously not prisoners, because giving a prisoner a saw is never a good idea. But I think, what have we got here? Yeah, that's cool. I think gardeners doing it is a good idea. Because you think about it, that's kind of what a gardener's job is to do that. Oh, I've got to replumb everything in here as well. Wow, this is going to be so stressful. So stressful. I might leave this pipe as it. In fact, I might even leave the wires as they are. They obviously work. There's no area of this bit that's unwired, so it obviously works. Right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to leave this episode here. I'm going to go off to a quiet corner somewhere and cry for a little bit. Hopefully when we come back next time, everything would have been fixed and working again. I'm going to rebuild this block off camera, I think. But just so you guys know, when it's finished, it is going to look... Ah, good. That wall has been rebuilt. Wow. Yeah, when it's finished, it's going to look like this block here, but indoors. Basically, that's how I'm going to do it. I just thought I'd start recording, show you guys what's happened, because this is quite bad. This is the worst thing that's happened to the $1 Million Prison, and that includes riots and nearly going bankrupt. It's just one test after another. If anyone thinks, by the way, that giving yourself $1 million at the start of the game is cheating in any way, shape or form, this is proof that perhaps it makes the game harder than if you just start with default money, because you end up with this massive prison, and then you've got to try and run the prison using only money that you get from the game. So you can't just keep going and giving yourself $1 million. And yeah, it's hard. It's very difficult. Right, I am going to end this episode here now, guys. So, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you guys for your continued support. And until next time, I will see you soon.